Hey everybody, this is Leslie and you're watching Midlife and Nailing It. If you could please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel out. Today I have another tag video for you. It's a quarantine tag. I was tagged by Elaborate Designs by Iesha, and I am going to go ahead and open that up for anyone that wants to participate in the quarantine tag. The questions and directions will be in my description box below. Okay, everybody, so I'm doing a bonus video this week, and I'm releasing that today on Tuesday. I don't usually release a video on Tuesday. I'm doing that because I was tagged in some get to know me questions. I did one yesterday. I'll put a link in my description box below for that one. And then I was tagged as well by Elaborate Designs by Iesha, and I've done collaborations with Iesha. We've got one coming up, so I wanted to make sure that I participated in the collab. I totally meant to say the word tag, not collab right there, so super sorry, Iesha. It's a tag, not a collab. This Get to Know Me tag is a quarantine tag. So the questions are based on being quarantined right now. Most of us are. There's a few states that aren't, or they're more lax or whatever. I'm not in one of those states. So I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions. I'll put a link to Iesha's channel in my description box below. She is awesome, the sweetest, sweetest lady. And I just really like her and enjoy her content. So be sure to check that out. Okay, so the first question is, did you prepare for the quarantine or did you wait for the last minute? I mean, we weren't hoarders and we didn't jump the gun on it, but the day that our governor said that they were going to close the schools the following day, I don't know, I was kind of watching what was going on in New York. I kind of knew it was coming because we are in Flint and we live about 45 minutes, an hour away to the Detroit area. So because of the news, you know, I knew that it was coming. And so that day when my husband got home, I said, we need to go to the store. We did. We found toilet paper at a different store, and we stocked up a little bit. In no way did we hoard, but we kind of in our heads were like, let's prepare for 3 weeks with everything. So, and some things were already gone. We went to our little local grocery store and we stocked up on dog and cat food. We got rice, we got pasta, we got all that sort of thing, meats, all that kind of thing. So yeah, we prepared a little bit. So yeah, we're not hoarding things, but we are making sure we stay at home as very much as possible. And we're trying to do click lists so we're not out and about, and we are buying stuff a few weeks out, 3 weeks out, that sort of thing, because we firmly believe the way to keep as many people safe as possible is to stay home. So the next question is, are you secretly happy to be home, or are you secretly happy to be home, or are you miserable and can't wait to go outside? Well, I'm an introvert, so being at home doesn't really bother me too much. I prefer that. I mean, I will go out from time to time. I'll go see friends once in a while, but I'm fine with being at home. However, saying that, we have something going on the same time as this, and it's called building a house, and our house sold really quick. We're in this small, tiny apartment that's not really up to the standards of our living, so we don't really have an outside. I can tell that some of the people that live in this complex are willy-nilly with what they need to be doing. So yeah, we stay in, and we're in a small space, and the 4 of us and the cat and dog are in the small space, so it's making it very hard. So right now I'd love to run far away. If we were still in our house that we sold, we would probably not care one iota, because we had bonfires and we had a backyard with tons of huge oaks in it, and it was lovely, and we had a huge movie room and lots of space, so I wouldn't have minded it if that was my situation. So yeah, so I have some compassion for people out there that like in New York City, can you imagine? They're in little tiny spaces while they're going through this. Like, that's an extra mental health thing there. Like, that's extra hard. So yeah, so right now, because of the living arrangements, I'd say I'm not having the best time being in, but I am an introvert, so I'm okay with being home, reading, watching movies, being chill. So the next question is, who is the last person that you checked on during the quarantine? And I've been trying every few days or so to check on my few friends that are actual, like, extrovert type people. I check on them. I worry about them because I know they like to be more social and all of that, and so they're having a really hard time. And then I have a friend that lives alone, so I check on her because that's got to be rough. I mean, my goodness, I just have so much empathy for so many situations out there, because they're all situations, right? Like, none of us are doing this without some sort of situations going on top of the virus and all that's going on. I check on my dad usually daily. He lives alone. He's elderly, even though he would kill me if I said that. So I'm checking on him regularly. I check in with my sister here and there. She's really busy because she's an essential worker, and so is her husband, and she's getting extra hours and stuff thrown on her. But I know she, was having a rougher time, and so I've been trying to check on her as well. Yeah, so those are my people that I've been checking on. So the next question is, how do you spend your day normally in the quarantine? A lot of what I normally do, I still normally do. So not a lot of that has changed. I still do my YouTube channel. I still clean quite a lot. Not as much as usual because I've got other people here distracting me with funner activities like watching movies or Netflixing or binging something, that sort of thing. So that kind of thing hasn't changed much because I'm not much of a go all over the place kind of a girl. Who are you quarantined with? Well, I'm quarantined with my husband, who does some videos with me here and there, and my 17-year-old daughter, who was supposed to graduate. She's about to be 18 in a few weeks, so she was a senior, so we're dealing with that, especially she's dealing with that disappointment and the uncertainty of knowing what's going on with her plans for the future, because no one's at the school to talk to, that sort of thing. So that's going on. And then my son is a 10th grader, so and then the cat and dog, we are all together in this small little space. All together. It says, have you been outside and how many times? Not a whole lot, you guys, and again, that's because of our living arrangements. The people here, some of them want to talk to you when you go outside, and I do want to talk to them. Like, I want them to stay 6 feet away for my safety and for their safety. So I steer clear of all of that. Yeah, and a lot of our parks were shut down. I think they just opened up some of them and that sort of thing. So this next week, we're going to try to probably get out a little bit more. Plus the weather. We're in Michigan, guys, so contrary to what you've seen on the news, it was snowing last week and a nice ice sleeting down on our heads and that sort of thing. There's, not a lot of planting going on right now, I'm just saying. And so the weather is supposed to be a little bit nicer this week. So I'm super glad about that. How many hours per day am I sleeping? Not a lot. Not a lot of hours. I am definitely majorly sleep deprived because at night my brain goes usually and it's like go. So I've had hardly any sleep. I am staying up some nights all night. Like it's a hot mess. So I am not getting enough sleep. So that makes things a little bit hard, and of course messes with your emotions that are already being messed with anyways because of everything that you see in the news. So I wish I was sleeping better. What is your favorite food to snack on during the quarantine? Well, I'm not a snacking kind of a person. We have been eating junk food-wise, like cheesy stuff and nachos and chicken wings and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. We've had pasta. We had lasagna. We're just baking up a storm over here. We're cooking and baking. And yeah, so I'm not so much on the snacking. Last week I did have Cheez-Its one of the days. And I had too many of them, admittedly. But I'm not much of a snacker anyway. Okay, so what have you been watching on television? What haven't we been watching? Like everything. We got a bunch of extra subscriptions that we normally wouldn't have. Since we're not going anywhere, we're not going out to eat, we're not buying gas, we've got a lot. Like, that's savings. And so we don't feel guilty at all about adding on Apple Plus. We added on, I think that's what it's called. We added on PBS Living. We added on, we're doing whatever ones we want to do. And then when this lightens up somewhat, we're going to cancel some of those things. We usually do about 2 subscriptions at a time, but we switch all around. But right now, I think we've got a good 5 or 6 opened up that we are watching. So we are watching everything and anything and everything. We're on Westworld right now, and we can't decide if we like it or not. It's like we like it. It's so different from what we'd normally watch. But yeah, how much toilet tissue did you buy? Okay, so again, when we very first decided to stock up a little bit, it was the day before all the schools were shutting down, and my husband's work was shutting down, like everything was shutting down in our state anyways. I kind of was like, that's when I absolutely knew. Like, I had heard in the news about the toilet paper other places, but I wasn't seeing that in my area anyways too much. But I knew when they announced all that people were going to go nuts, and I knew the things they were going to buy the most of. So I hightailed it to our little grocery store that we normally don't shop at, and I started grabbing like pasta, rice, peanut butter, stuff like that. And their toilet paper was completely gone, so my hubby literally left the store and ran down the street without the car. He just went and went to Rite Aid, and he bought toilet paper. He bought quite a bit, but not enough to where you would call that a hoard. Like, he bought quite a bit. And we're actually just this last week running low on toilet paper again. So we both realized it, and we both placed an order. I did 2 packs, I think, of like, I don't know what, Charmin or something. They're out of our favorite brand, Continental. That, if you guys can find that, kudos to you, because we can't. And so I ordered it and he ordered it. So now we feel really bad. I got 2 packages, and he also got 2 packages, which would have been 2 packages, and it's the bigger packages, more than what we would have got, but it was seriously not our intention whatsoever. And I don't know, I might drop it off to somebody. Like, I feel so super bad about it. And so yeah, that's the last question, guys, these quarantine questions. Make sure you check Iesha's channel out. I'll put a link to her channel, Elaborate Designs by Iesha, in my description box below. I know I've been doing a lot of tag videos lately, but I think it's because all these YouTubers are home and don't know what content to do. I'm getting tagged left and right, guys. So I think that this will be the last tag I do for quite some time. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see everybody soon. Stay safe and try your very best to stay home. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.